see. We were working on bombs. I'm not gonna turn down the sound a little bit, just for my own sake. Let's turn it to there, roughly. That should be good. I'm actually a little bit low, so if I turn myself up a little bit, I'll be able to be heard above the music. Yeah, something like that. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's get to this. So you're working on bombs, but I do want to do a thing. I'm actually gonna go. Where did I put it now? Put it here. Let's get my Unity away. I actually wanted to do a. Where's my bomb? There's my bomb. Oh, I didn't mean to pin it. That's fine. I did want to spawn 3 of them. Actually 2 of them, I think. We'll see. 3 of them maybe. So there's explosion, tornado. This one. So I was thinking, what if I do like. Actually, no, I can just rework this completely. Yeah, I can just rework this completely. I can do a little. Let's just set it to 3 for now. I just want to test what happens if we spawn 3 tornadoes. And then we go into the tornado here, which is this one. And we do 4. Tornado spawned. I plus. So for that, I actually don't need to do anything else. I don't need to encapsulate or anything. Actually, maybe I will do. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto, perfecto. With that, I'm gonna spawn multiple tornadoes. That's gonna be good. Let's go back to the back to Unity and have a look and see how that looks and feels. I'm technically done with bombs. I'm technically done with this, but it's still a thing that I would like to get working because I think it would look really cool. Let's see. How would that look? Yeah, because that just looks cool, right? That just looks sweet. Yeah, that just looks cool, you know? I do think I could possibly do it differently. Also, I want to check if I can actually open doors with this now. Oh my god, I actually fucking can. There's a lot of damage. Okay, but I can't actually, like, I can open the door, but I can't actually go through. So, the question then is, can I add that in? So, player, what I can do is I can do on my, where is it? There we go. On collision. What I do is yes, and then I do that or that. Yeah, because if either one of those is good, then that's gonna let me through. This means I can actually go through the door. You didn't see that, that's fine. I just made it so I can go through the door. I will check if it's exploded or if it's just open. It should be fine. So we got that. We got the explosions set. They opened the door. Now, what are we working on now? I had some ideas that I wanted to work on, so let's see. Let's jump into my ideas section there. Some new items. I feel like I've done a bunch of items, but we should do more anyways. Actually, you know what? Let's do, yeah, let's do some items, actually. I have some more item ideas I would like to do. I did a few. I didn't do a lot of them, but I did a few. But I have some new item ideas I would like to do. So let's work on that. Let's jump into prefabs. I will extend this one slightly just so I can have a look at what I'm doing. Items. So what item ideas do we have that we want to do? So I've got orbiters right now. I do want to add like a couple of like special fun things. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to do some special fun things for my attacks. So we have splash damage, we have split shots. I'm thinking we finally actually implement elemental damage, because I've started implementing elemental damage in terms of what the enemy can take. How about we implement that here? So let's start working on the actual implementation of elemental damage. So we have the elemental. We have the script for elemental enhancement and what elemental enhancement does. Let's just review that and see what that one does. So we have that. Let's see, Unity, drop that down, and let's review elemental enhancement, which should be here. So what an elemental enhancement does is that when something is elementally enhanced, this doesn't start here. I give the elemental enhancement to the thing, which sets the element type to a random range. This is actually just if it's an enemy. Never mind. This is just if it's an enemy. If I enchant an enemy. But if I give it an elemental type, there's some special effects. So if I give this to a projectile, I can have the projectile apply special effects, which doesn't do damage. It just applies to different special effects. Right? Yeah. Just applies to different special effects. Yeah. It seems like it. So if it just applies to different special effects, what I can do is I can do a... This is gonna require a little bit of rework, I think. Actually, no, it's not even gonna require that. Okay, so let's jump into player. I actually want to do some active items. Now let's deal with elemental enhancement first. So let's see, that will be in... Let's make a new one for elemental enhancement. Just active items. Let's do... So elemental enhancement is a module I can put onto people. That works on enemies. It does not work on player, because the player can technically have multiple elemental enhancements at the same time. So what I would need to do is I would need to add a way of tracking how many and which elemental enhancements that we have available. Yeah, if I track the types, I can apply that directly. Let's add some variables for it first, shall we? Let's track element. So that'll be the element type, elements, and we'll put that as a. Actually, you know what? It's gonna have to be here, isn't it? Can I turn off insert? Thank you. Elements, and there we go. So we give that one there. That should keep track of which elements we have, which element enhancements. And then I need to, I think, track the count of each of them because I would like to apply increased damage. I'm gonna mute my own chat for once because they're spamming about something I'm not caring about. I'm gonna temporarily mute my own Discord. Can I turn off? Can I just mute the normal channel for a little bit? I'll mute it for 3 hours. Then I won't hear it for a while. Nice. Let's see here. So what I could do is I could do a public int array, and I could call this count. Sorry, I can count it. I can do element count. Yeah, because what this would do then is that elements, element number or object number 1 or 0 would be the element count number 0 here. So I can just check them up against each other to know which type it is. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. Okay, so what I could do then is with the count, I already have the effect. Then you just need to set a private bonus for how much that should be. I want that to be a variable so I can adjust it from the editor later, but it's gonna be a private after that. Once I've found like a good balance for it, I'll set it to private. So for now, I'll just do a public. We'll do a public float. So a public float damage bonus. Is there a, let me just check the elemental enhancement again. I moved elemental enhancement. Let's check elemental enhancement. Is there a chance that things happen? Is it random? Or is it just... Yeah, special effect chance. Okay, so what I need is I need to be able to then set the special effect chance, because that's not a set thing, right? Yeah, because it rolls it. If it's less than or equal to. Yeah. I set this to 1 appeared because I wanted to test it, so let's set this to 20. So what if I do a... I'll do a... tar. I'll do a float. Then I'll check chance here instead. And then when calling on it here, I'll set the default to special effect chance, like that. Which is not a... it's a float. Why can't I set the float chance to that? Compile time constant. Okay. Can I do a const? If I turn this into a public const float, would that work? Yeah, because that would make it a compile time const, because that chance is not going to change over time anyways. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So then we have a float time chance like that, and then we can adjust that as we please, because this is just what it's set to if it's default and not used. This doesn't alter anything, and then we can have that here and have a... But I can also base that just straight up on the element count. So the damage bonus is the only thing that we actually want to like have adjustable, I think. Yeah, I think that's the only thing we need actually adjustable. So we'll deal with that for now. Well, let's deal with that and see how that works. So, with that set up, what we need to do then is we need to do a shoot. Where's my shoot? Stop shooting. Nice. Here. Shoot. So what we need to do then is we need to do a... Whenever we instantiate a bullet, we set a bunch of variables for it. So we need to... When instantiating that bullet, we do a for each... elemental enhancement.element type a type in elements. This will not run if there's none, so that should be good. So for each one of those, bullet B, that's the game object of it. Bullet B dot add game object dot add component elemental enhancement and then we do bullet B dot game object dot get component, because it's elemental enhancement. Then we put this into our variables. We do enhancement E equals this, because then we can access that later. We do E dot type equals elemental enhancement type. Actually, it's just element. Sorry, equals type. And then we do e dot special. Oh, it's not public, is it? I need to do a. I need to do a elemental enhancement. Just change the special chance to. It's probably constant. Never mind. Actually, if I'm gonna set it like this, because this is gonna be just the easiest way of doing it, I actually don't need it to be a const. Never mind. I don't need any of this. I can set this straight up to just a 0, and then we can do if chance equals 0 and special effect chance not equals 0, then it's set to that. Basically, if we haven't set it at some point, like if for some reason we haven't set one, so it uses the default, then we use the one there. If it's also not 0, if they're both 0, which can happen sometimes, I guess. If they're both 0, it will just ignore it completely. Seems right to me. So then we can do e dot chance, and then we do, for example, 20% plus. So 20. It's float, so it's 0.2 plus. This is actually where we want to have that. Never mind. I'm gonna need a thing, so let's just dump that and have a damage bonus. Yeah, this is actually where I want the little boost here. Plus, what will be special bonus multiplied by element count at. Oh, I need an I. So. Yeah, because then we do element count j minus 1. So I need to also unbracket those, and then unbracket this entire thing, and then we set it equal to that. Nice. Because then that's going to be equal to 20% plus how many other ones I have, how many extra ones I have, the count that I have of the thing, multiplied by the special bonus that I set up. So how much it should expand over time. I'm thinking of setting this to like a like I can probably default it to. I can probably do that now actually. I can probably default this to a 0.1. Damage bonus I can probably also set to a 0.1 for default, and then we can see later what we actually want to do with it. Yes, because where's my shoot? I put my shoot somewhere. There we go. Yeah, because then we got that. Then it adds an elemental enhancement for each one of those. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So the thing is then that we can do. Because I don't adjust its damage here. But I can do it here. So I can do bullet B dot damage plus equals or multiplication equals 1 plus I need to actually do element damage bonus because I can't just do straight damage bonus because that's not descriptive enough. There we go. Element damage bonus. So let's make that element damage bonus. Then we take this thing and we multiply it by element count at J. Like that. Why does that not work? Converted float. Oh, sorry, internet. Actually, let's do plus equal B damage multiplied by this. And then we take this entire thing and then we encapsulate that and cast it to int. Boom. Yeah, we cast that to int and that should be good. And that should be for every element type you've got. It should now enhance that. So now elements are implemented. I do need to check though, because that's gonna be there's a bullet script, so I need to go check the bullet script and make sure the bullet script actually does. Yeah, so on trigger and collision if it's an enemy. I need to add in a thing here. Enemy. As if enemy collision tag. And then we just do a for each elemental enhancement element in game object dot get component get components, because that's gonna return an array. So for every element in that one, do a dot apply special effect to collision dot call articulation. Yeah, to this game object. And that should send a game object to this one, which requires a game object target. And then it sends the target to these ones, which says that. Then we need to rework this to work with player and an enemy. Yeah, so if we now implement this one and make this basically just duplicate it, and then there's E. Enemy. Because we do this. This doesn't exist though. And that's P, not E, so E instead. Because E does burn doesn't exist. So what we then do is we do generate method enemy burn. Then we'll deal with that later. And we do the same thing with all of the other ones. And then it's gonna be freeze duration. And the same thing goes here. We then have to refactor that and generate a method for enemy freeze. Same thing here. Oh, also they shouldn't have p.null, it's e.null. Yeah, else we're never actually gonna apply it to the enemy. It's not .null, but you know what I mean. E dot, this should be and then main test duration, and same thing goes here. We need to then refactor this and generate that method. That's now in there. Now copy this, we can do the same. And then we start the coroutine slow. Slow amount. Same thing there. Make that. Nice. Same thing here. Purification is just a straight up thing. I need to figure out what to do with this. We'll figure that out. I do also need to add resistances and weaknesses on the enemy at some point. We'll figure that out. But by doing this, I can add a bunch of abilities that add to this, which is good. Yeah, because now I can add like at least 6 different items per. Then 6 different items individually that have to do with this specifically, and we want to generate the method. Nice. Now all these now exist and should work as they are, and with that all working, I can now technically jump over to player, grab those effects. which I think are some of the latest effects I added. So this should be down here. Nope, never mind, they are not. Let's go grab them then. So we're looking for burn. And then we also need to go grab the enemy. And then we just add in. So enemy has a bunch of shit. So let's just go. He should have a burn somewhere. Do you? Burn, yeah. Yeah, because it throws a... Not implemented yet, but now it's implemented. 2 seconds. Gotcha. Take this call. Work cold, so I have to do stuff. That's for later. So what it does is it take damage equal to 5% of your max health. So what that will be is, do we don't have max health here? I'm surprised we don't have max health. We do have max health, it's just written wrong. Okay. Oh. Yeah. So just take damage equal to max health like this. No overload takes 3. Yeah, of course. And they don't take a target because we don't have damage reflect yet. Yet! It might come. I have added damage reflect too. I've added so many things. Yeah, so that's an elemental enhancement. I actually wonder if the take damage has a... Take damage... Where are you? There you are. Yeah, because it has take damage. Saving all the stats, of course. And then, does it actually interact with the... It does not interact with it, but that's fine. Yes, that's fine. Now, we had burn up here, so I can just technically implement over all the things. So, next one will be slow, which will be... Slow. Slow's easy. There we go. And then we do on enemy. I can actually just pin enemy. Might as well, you know. Yeah, I need speed multiplier. Actually, I don't ever do speed multiplier here. So, actually, what I can do is I can just do speed and speed. There we go. So for 3 seconds it gets slowed by the slow amount. Easy implementation. And then we have burn and drop bomb. Here we have freeze. Freeze is nice. Freeze is also super simple. But you might have to implement can move though. Actually, no, that's fine. So, and I'll just say enable movement does can move equals true, and then further up here we'll set in a it's supposed to be small c, of course. There we go. That will prevent it from walking while it can't walk if it's frozen. I do have to update the other ones though to check for movement. So this is only necessarily temporarily. Yes, so let's then do necrotic. We could do yeah, necrotic. Let's do that. So necrotic should do I also have to put in a restore damage should set the set those equal to each other again. Then we just need to implement all of these. So there's damage multiplier storage. And we actually need that. So what we can do is we can do if No, we actually have to do this. So we have to do necrotic storage. I have to add in a damage storage. Since I can't actually bump my damage up by any means on these ones, or they can't bump their damage up, I mean. What I can do is I can do a worry damage. Okay, so I need to just add in a you know what? In that case, I should just actually implement it the way it's implemented here, and I'll just implement that into the damage stuff. So, damage multiplier storage. Let's do a quick refactoring and generate that field. Same with damage multiplier. And then we do damage multiplier equals times amount. What is the amount? The amount is what's being passed to this one. And the amount would be necrotic. Give me necrotic. The necrotic effect, yeah. I actually don't think that works the way I want it to. I think this should be a minus, not a... No, that's actually fine. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, never mind. Those should be both floats. I don't know why this is not working. Let's add those as floats, not ints. Because they can turn into non-integer things. And then we need to generate the last necrotic. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to do a quick refactoring and generate field. Yeah. This. And then restore should do the opposite there. And then we should set damage multiplier equals 0. And this technically doesn't really matter because all of it's going to be 1 anyway. It's just it's a reduction in damage basically. So damage multiplier should be equal to 1. Unless they have a specific multiplier of some sort, but yeah. Which I could technically implement later. It's there, you know. So if we then set the last record, it doesn't matter actually. We could set it to 0 just so it has like something to go off of, but it shouldn't really matter. does that actually check here? Does necrotic effect here check anything? Let's go check necrotic. Apply necrotic. That will be this one. Does it actually check? Necrotic. E does not contain a necrotic. It certainly does. If I go check here. I feel like it does. Public void, necrotic. What's to say it doesn't? Oh, it's because it's necrotic in the small end. I'm just being dumb. That's what it is. I'm just dummy. There we go. Let's dump in a necrotic there. Does that actually check the thing? Was that supposed to be a coroutine? So why is it not a coroutine? It should be a enumerator. Right? Because necrotic is a... Is that it? Is it the same in this one too? Necrotic. No, why is this? It shouldn't be that. Why is this start coroutine and not E? It should just be P dot. Yeah. It should just be this. Otherwise it's start coroutine. Same here. That doesn't need to be a coroutine. Again, this is not a coroutine. Okay, now it's all right. Yeah, I'm just being a dummy. I don't know why this is a coroutine. It doesn't need to be a... Should be void. Yeah, okay, cool. So if that's a thing, we now have... I don't know if this is gonna actually do what it needs to do, but we'll find it. I think they need to change the restore damage. Yeah, this is the one I need. There you go. Because this way it won't actually just override it whenever it goes. So that should be better. Cool. So now we have necrotic implemented. There's one more, and that's purification. Purification is remove all shield, all soul damage, and soul shield bar, which I think in this one should just be something else completely. So purification, I think, should be so I want them all to be very special. I think purification should be that it takes more damage. Plus equals, and that's a permanent effect, so plus equals 20.2. It shouldn't be eternal string. That makes no sense. It should be a void, yeah. And then we'll just take damage amplification, quick refactoring, generate that property, and that property should again, that doesn't make any sense to me. Plus equals 1. It could just be a float. Doesn't have to be anything more special than that. So with that being a thing, I can then go into the there we go. And then we can go into the take damage. Boom. And then we take the damage, multiply by take an amplification. Boom. That just straight up sorry, damage like that. There we go. We'll just increase that, and then boom, it will take damage and take extra damage when it gets purified. We have now implemented all the elemental abilities, so now we can just work on getting the items for the abilities ready, so that you can now actually start dealing damage. That should all now work. I'll probably have to do a little bit of testing on it, but that should all work. So now it's all about creating the items, which is actually pretty easy. I'll open it here and show you what I mean. So creating the items is pretty easy because I just create a little script for it. Which we just do like this, create C# script, and then we call it elemental item, like this. We open up this script, and when opening up this script we get into the script again, and I'll just open Boots of Speed because that's one I usually copy from. We open Boots of Speed, which to be fair I don't need this anymore, so I can just remove that. Boom, boom. Then we go elemental item, boom, boom, and then we do change this one to do elemental item, and then item slash elemental item, and then we do the same thing here, and we call it elemental item, and it's an item. It has a public element elemental enhancement element type. There we go. Element, and then it has a use, and that's it, I think. So then what we do is we do player if player dot elements dot con for each type in data elements, then we do if type equals element, if type equals element, then we do count. Sorry, player dot count. Oh, that's the thing here too. Sorry, I need to go check the damage. That would be in shoot, right? No, shoot. Because I do a loop here and never increase the j, so j++. Yeah, we'll do I++ there, so then we'll do element count at I dot plus. There we go. And then we also set found equals 0, equals false. Then we set false. Sorry, we set found equals true. If not, then if not found, then we do ends.add sorry, I need that to be a list and not an array, actually. I need them both to be lists. Instead of that, it should be public list of int. Should be a list of this because they're a lot easier to work with. So then we go back in here and then we say elements.add, and then element. Boom. There elements, add element, and then dot element count dot add 1, because there's one count to it. That adds a new index with count, and that's going to be on the next index there. Boom, and that's it. That's going to be the item adding, and then it updates UI afterwards with the things. So then all we need to do then, since the script is now done, all of the script is handled in the player, or it's already done from our side. We can now just take this one, put it into scripts. Then we can dump here. items. Oh, I need to show you guys this. I'll just unhide this. All we need to do then is we need to just right click, create items, and we want an elemental item. Boom. And let's call this fire elemental. Fire shot. Boom. Right? Cool. We'll expand this one out. And we right in here. Fire shot. We get a sprite of fires of fire. Let's do like. That's a cool one. Nice. Fireball. Rarity. Let's give the rarity of 1. It's an instant because it's used immediately. Aim skill 6. Power up icon prefab. That would be this one. Item description enhances your shots with fire. Burn. Boom. Nice. Then the element is fire. Boom. Scriptable objects. Sorry, I have to do one thing first. Item list. Just dump it into the item list. And dump that into scriptable objects. And this can be done for all of them. Let's make the rest of them. Items. Elemental. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We can remove that. Delete. Create. Items. Elemental enhancement. Elemental item. This will be frost shot. And then we'll do ice. I will do like that. Looks nice. Yeah, let's go with that. Rarity also 1. Power up icon goes in there. Item description is body freeze. Boom. Then we change the element from that to ice. Next one is lightning. Again, we put this into the item list. Boom. Frost goes into scriptable objects here. Then we do item, elemental item. We do lightning shot. And then we do lightning. We can do this. This is nice. Let's go rarity 1. Same thing again. Power up icon in there. Item description. And we make it shockingly powerful. Because, you know, that's me. That's lightning. Boom. Item list. Boom, boom, boom. I'm not speedrunning. You're speedrunning. Yeah, I haven't dropped anything in the wrong one. Nice. Great. Item. Elemental. Item name. What would the next one be? It will be Earth. Earth shot. I need to rename this, so. Earth shot. Rarity again, 1. Power up icon. Dump it there. Item description. Item description is like that. Total grounded dude. Item list. Put that in there. And scriptable objects. Boom. New. Items. Elemental item. Next one will be divine. Divine shot. Divine shot. Rarity. Actually, this is going to be rarity 2 because these are powerful. And then we do eyeball. Light. Got a lot of lighting enchantment. That could work. Light element. That works. Instant power-up icon is still this one. Item description is divine power. Boom. Again, item list, divine shot, dump it in there, dump it into scriptural object, boom. And then the last one. And it's necrotic shot. Same thing here, necrotic shot. The scriptable items are so cool. Necrotic. Death. That works. I like that. Power up icons. I have so many icons for things. So. Then we do for description for this one. It would be necromancy is illegal, you know, because it's just funny, you know. Boom. That's the last one of them. Necrotic shot. That in there. Necrotic shot goes in scriptable objects, and we now have a fuck ton more scriptable objects. We're now up to 61 items. 61 items in total. Which are all in here. And now we have the elemental enhancements. So now I should be able to actually do that on my character. Cool. Now I will have to head off because I have to do some shopping for work. But we got a lot of work done. Got a lot of items made. We got bombs working the way we want. Elemental enhancement is now programmed in, so we can now actually have an elemental enhancement on the player. Now I need to test and check that works next time, and with that done, I think I can say that I feel pretty done with items for this patch. So if I jump over to my Discord, I'll strike out items for this patch. So next time, it seems like we'll be working on, based on what I need for my next patch. Probably more powers, death sound effects we need to get at some point. New enemy and new boss are the things we're working on. So we're gonna get a new enemy next time, probably tomorrow, and a new boss tomorrow. I've actually been working on one. I'll see if we can find them over here. There's a little enemy over here that I'm working on. This cute little bastard over here. This is the guy I'm currently working on implementing. I'm unsure what he's gonna do, but we'll see. I have to figure out like a cool little mechanic for him. Figure out what this guy does. It's like a golem of sorts. We'll figure it out. But for now, we'll leave it at that, and I'll see you guys next time.